Hey guys, welcome to the inside scoop of the It's My Style, It's My fashion show that the amazingly beautiful Pastor Fran Love will be putting on for Fridays with Fran. It's her birthday month, and she decided to have this amazing fashion show to highlight all of these amazing women and men in business, to bring them to the forefront, to captivate all of their work and to put it on display for the world to see.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? And not only is she doing that for the vendors, but there is going to be all the proceeds that's going from this is going to her foundation, Love 365, to help and to feed homeless people. I mean, guys, this woman is amazing, okay? And I'm so happy to be able to give you guys the inside scoop because we are bringing press and media to this, and I'm excited about it. Thank you so much, Pastor Fran. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you, of course.
I love you.
So first, I want to know, why did you come up with this? Why did you want to do a fashion show for your birthday? Like, where did that come from?
Well, anybody that knows me, I love fashion. Anybody. I mean, I just love fashion. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to come from the most expensive places. I just love fashion. I love color. I believe that fashion is a way to express my personality as well as express my mood. So sometimes if I'm not feeling naturally cheerful, you might see me in a lot of dark colors. And if I'm feeling just really spunky and cheerful, you'll see me in this bright yellow like you're seeing me wear today. But fashion is fun, and I don't believe that we should box ourselves in or judge someone else's personal style.
Yeah.
If that's their style, let them rock their style. This is who I am, this is me, and I love it. I love fashion. I love it from the runway to catalogs to social media to Tyra Banks to Isaac Mizrahi. I love fashion. I love it. From Coco Chanel all the way through the years. I love it. I do.
Yeah. So, Pastor, can you define fashion? What is your definition of fashion?
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I necessarily have a definition for fashion as much as I have a passion for fashion.
Okay, passion for fashion.
As I have a passion for fashion. I believe my passion for fashion is my ability to be able to see just the simplest garment. Okay, and someone may look at it and call it absolutely nothing, like it does not have a purpose. I'm able to look at something really, really simple and call it fabulous. Because I have a passion for fashion. So what someone may consider trash, I call treasure.
Oh.
And I also believe that I can go anywhere. I can go to Walmart. I can go to Walgreens and find the cutest little sundress and put it on. It's not the dress, it's the person.
Yes.
That makes the garment. So I don't necessarily have a definition for fashion. I just believe I have a passion for it. So I can take anything and turn it into something beautiful.
Yeah, and it shows because you always every time you step out, it's like, wow. I think people anticipate what you're going to wear next, what you're going to have on next, your next hairstyle, what shoes you're going to have on, because you're that stylish. I think people look to you for your style to see, which way that they should go. So you do an amazing job with your style. And, I heard one time, like, people would say, the clothes don't make you, you make the clothes.
Sure.
Or it's not about the designer clothes. You should be able to take something that's $30 and make it look $300.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you feel about that?
I agree with it wholeheartedly. It depends on who wears it. It depends. You can take a $3,000 pair of slacks, okay, and you can put it up against a pair of $30 pants, okay? If you don't feel confident in the $3,000 pair, guess what? It's not going to look great on you.
You're right.
It just depends on the person that's wearing it. It's not the amount of money you spend on the garment. It's the person that wears the garment that makes the garment. I've seen things that I've seen other people wear, and it looks very nice on them. But when I put that same garment on me, it looks totally different because I'm the person that's wearing the garment.
Yeah. And is that the message that you would convey about fashion and about, you know, how people dress when you get dressed, to make sure that you dress in confidence and you wear it?
Sure.
You know.
Absolutely. I tell my girls all the time, I have 3 girls, as you know. I tell my girls all the time, whatever you put on, you better own it. You better put it on like you want to have it on, and it wants to be on you. Don't put it on like, you know, I'm like this is a prison garment that I have on. You put that on like you want to have it on, and you own it. And when you step into the room, guess what? The lights come on.
The lights come on.
The lights come on. Why? Because you've arrived in a garment that you want to be in. That makes you feel your most confident, your most fierce, your most fabulous.
That is amazing that you can take everything that you've done from when you first started Fridays with Fran, from January up until now, with the I am valuable, I am confident, I am a boss, all of these different topics that you had, and you can say, you know what, I can incorporate that into fashion.
Yeah.
Because when you put on your clothes, you feel valuable. You feel confident, you feel like a boss, you know, like it's
you feel
all
pretty.
You feel
beautiful.
All of it is tying in to fashion.
Absolutely.
And it took me to just sit here to hear everything you just said, to say, wait, this all ties into everything that you've been trying to accomplish with the mentality of us women, getting us to think in a certain place. And now you're like, you know what? Now dress a certain way.
Now dress the part. Yeah, we've been saying it out of our mouth for the last 7 months, and now we're giving you permission to look the part. You know, it's not just what you say at this point; it's what you say and how you wear what you say.
Yeah. So it's all tying together.
It's all tying together,
That's
like
purpose.
a beautiful gift.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. And walking in purpose. Right?
Your purpose for fashion.
Yes.
You know, so describe your personal style.
Oh my goodness, my personal style can range because I can be real preppy. You know, I can be real urban and chic. I can be real couture. I don't box myself in. I can take a St. John jacket and pair it up with a pair of jeans from the Gap and still feel fierce.
Come on.
You know, and I can have on flip-flops or I can have on Christian Louboutins and still feel fierce in either one. You know, so I don't necessarily say that Fran Love has one particular style. You know, I can go a season and say, okay, in this season, I'm only wearing t-shirts and jeans. But guess what? I won't wear it like everyone else does.
Right.
You know, I'll wear t-shirts and jeans and throw a pair of pearls on, or tie a scarf around my waist, or do something that's totally outside of the box. I don't believe in just pushing the envelope. I believe in stepping over the envelope.
Come on, step over that envelope. That is amazing. So I know though that you particularly like one type of, you know, fashion, and it's vintage.
Oh, I love vintage. You know that.
Yes, and for me, I'm just like, vintage is really, I feel like you have to have an eye for fashion to like vintage, because it's almost like, I would get rid of that.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I welcome that. Like, I can transform that. So tell us about your love for vintage and why.
One man's treasure. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You know, and vintage is timeless. Fashion is timeless. You cannot put fashion on a stopwatch. It is timeless. And when I go into these vintage stores, I am enamored by time, by what women wore in the 1800s, what they wore in 1920, 1930, 1940. And I can take a hat from the 1920s and merge it with something that's been created in the year of 2019, and I put 2 time periods together, and to me it's just like 4th of July, you know. But going into these vintage stores and just looking at vintage jewelry, I'm telling you, I'm like a kid in a candy store. You know, it's and the beauty of the garments, the quality of the fabric, the way they accessorize the jewelry. Back then, in the 1920s and 30s and 40s, women dressed for success every day.
Every day.
Even though they may have been homemakers, they were still dressed. Every day they had on some type of beautiful garment, a pair of pearls, a face made up. Every day women dress for success. And I know we do things real casual in 2019, but guess what? I'm not knocking casual because I will rock casual too.
Yeah.
But I still think that we need that dress up moment. And that's what Fridays with Fran this month is all about. We're going to introduce that dress up moment.
That
dress up moment. We still need it. And I said this to you in the back. When I put my perfume on, and I put my shoes on, and I put my garment on, it does something to my confidence.
Yes.
It gives me a boost of confidence because I smell the way that I want to smell.
Yep.
My shoes feel like I want them to feel. My garment looks the way that I want it to look. And so it's like, yes, everything is perfectly aligned. You know? So
it's perfectly put
yeah,
together.
But vintage is my all-time fave. It really is, because I love to see fashion make a full circle. I'll tell you this, Shatara, when I was in elementary school, transitioning into high school, I used to wear my mom's clothes to school.
Okay.
Yeah, because my mother to me had the best fashion. And you know, I had kids' clothing. I was voted the best dress when I graduated high school, but I was wearing my mother's clothes, and I would come back home and sneak them back in the closet so she wouldn't know. But she had the best clothing to me, you know, and so I've always loved it. I've always had a passion for fashion.
Not only did she have the best clothes to you, but she had the best clothes to everybody else too, if they voted you best dress. And speaking of vintage being timeless, how can you relate the past fashion to the present fashion? You know, the bell bottoms, the corduroys, you know, the clogs, and the, you know, how could you relate past to present?
Past and present have collided. They've merged. I remember last year saying, we're back in the 70s, because everyone was rocking the afro. You know, the bell bottoms were real popular. You're looking at mock turtlenecks, the fitted bodysuits. That is an old style that has a new twist on it. And that's how I see it. When you take the old fashion of the 1970s and you merge it into 2019, it's not going to look like the 1970s. It's going to look like the 1970s with a 2019 twist. You know, and so that's how I see it. They merge together, but it doesn't feel like old clothes. You understand what I'm saying? So the patterns may be a little different. The style may be the same, but they're putting a different type of pattern on it. Yeah, giving it a fresher 2019 twist.
Okay.
Because some people don't like old clothes.
No. Some people don't.
But then you got some people that love going to consignment stores and they love going to the Goodwill, you know, and guess what? Right there, you can find great finds. You can find treasure. I love to repurpose things. I really do. I love to take an old garment and say, listen, you got a few more years. You know, the next time I wear you, I'm gonna wear you with a belt. You know, last season when I wore you, I just wore you the way that you came. But I believe that I can repurpose you and give you some more miles in my closet. Yeah. So don't throw everything away, girls. Don't throw everything away. It's going to make it circle and come back to you. If you throw it away, you're going to have to buy it again, or you're going to say, I used to own something like that. So hang on to it. Yeah.
Tell us about how you talk to your clothes.
Oh my goodness. People think this is so funny. I shop on sale. I love to shop on sale. I'm always elated when I can find a great sale. But here is the thing. If I go into a store and I see something that's not marked down, I'll start talking to it and I'll say, listen, you want to live with me, don't you? Yeah, and I want you to live with me as well. But here's the deal. In order for you to come and live with me, you're going to have to be marked down. And then they're going to have to put you at 70 to 80% off. Okay? When I come back, if you're still here, then you get to live with me. If you're gone, you belong to somebody else and not to me. So listen, I talk to them.
Yeah,
and it works for me.
It works for you, and I thought it was amazing because I would go shopping and I'm like, oh my God, I want this so bad, and I may get depressed or feel some type of way that I can't get it. But if I took the mindset of talking to it like, listen, I'll be back for you. You know, I just need you to be a little cheaper, and I just need you to go on sale, and I'm coming back. Then it'll give you a piece when you walk out, like, you know what? If I come back and this is on sale, it's for me. If it's not there, then it wasn't meant for me to have
And
it.
that's how I feel, and I don't have any hard feelings about it. When I get back and you're gone, I say, whatever girl has it, honey, enjoy it. You know, but if I go back and you are there in my size and at my price. You know, if I love fashion, like I say I love fashion, I'm not going to spend my money on everything at full price. Because if you know these people that's selling clothes, if you know how to wait, the Bible says they that wait, if you know how to wait on the markdown, I promise you, it'll become a friend of yours.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
Pastor Fran, tell us, what categories do you have going for the fashion show? I mean, if you don't mind.
I don't mind sharing. We have several categories, Shatara. One being, the first category is about denim. It's all denim. Everything denim. London Documents has created this jacket I have on. London created this jacket. But London Documents is an amazing denim designer, denim stylist. And so she's creating all the looks for the first segment. It's all about denim. And then we move into the second segment. The second segment is the vintage. We're calling it vintage timeless segment. In that segment, you're going to see timeless pieces, as we've said, from the years past. Okay, stuff also with a modern day twist on it. But that second segment is vintage. Then we'll move into the third segment. The third segment is moving into the fall clothing. It's all about the neutrals. Everything neutral. When we enter into the fall season, you're going to see a neutral palette of beige and pale pinks and pale peaches and the real neutral ivory colors. You'll see that. But we're going to complement that with some other colors of the season, like reds, burgundies, turquoise. But we got some fabulous things for that. And even when it comes to the changing of hairstyles. And then we'll move into the fourth segment. The fourth segment is all about streetwear. Okay? The hip-hop streetwear. Oh, yeah. And pop culture, who is a vendor right here in the city of New Orleans, she's going to handle that entire segment. And you know, if you've ever been to her store, it's just popping.
Yeah.
Everything's popping. It's colorful. It's hip hop. It is today's fashion. And then that fifth segment is going to be a segment for breast cancer survivors. It's all about pink. And so we'll have 3 models in that segment, and we are going to do makeovers for 3 women who have suffered because of breast cancer. Some of them are just like me. They've had bilateral mastectomies, and they just don't know what to do with their wardrobe now. So that's a whole pink segment. So it's 5 segments, but it's gonna be amazing.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I am excited. I cannot wait, guys. All of you fashionistas, you must be in the building. You must go and register to be in the building because it's gonna be amazing.
Well, Shakira, you know, we all have a little fashionista on the inside of us,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Yeah. But sometimes we deny it because we don't do it like, I may not do it like you, or you may not do it like me. But I just say, girl, reach down in there and get your inner fashionista and just be your best self.
Be your best self.
Yeah.
Reach down
And get it.
and get it, okay? Pastor Fran, what would you like your guests to get from this fashion show? What is it that you want them to leave with?
I want them to leave on the 30th feeling not just confident. I want them to leave feeling beautiful, male and female alike. I want them to leave feeling like, you know what I just saw on that runway? Guess what? I can do that. I may not necessarily be a stylist or a designer, but in the back of my closet, I have an old tweed jacket that my grandfather gave me. I can pair that with some denim distressed jeans by London, you know, and I can do that, and I can feel like a whole new person. I want them to leave transformed. I want them to come into this building like caterpillars and leave like butterflies. I want them to soar when they leave. I want them to soar within themselves about what they see, what they hear, what they smell, what they feel. We, with Fridays with Fran, we don't just create a production, we also create an atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, so when they leave, I want them to leave impacted, empowered, you know, and this time we're inviting men. So we want the
That's
men.
exciting.
Yeah, it's a whole
That's
new
really
twist.
exciting.
It's a 2019 twist.
Because they want to come anyway.
Yeah.
They always. My husband does to me all the time. You going to Fridays with Fran, huh? Yeah. You wanna come, huh? Yeah. Sorry, you can't come. But this time,
you can come.
you can come.
Guess what? I'm bringing my mister too. Yes, Lester Love is going to be here, and he's so excited. He tries to sneak into the meetings. And I said, close the door. It's for women only. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Pastor Fran, tell us about your the designers that you have, the people you have on board working with you to make this a success. The makeup artist, the hair artist, the hairstylist, and the designers.
Designers. Oh, can we start with hair?
Let's
I
go
was
with
a
hair.
hairstylist.
I know.
I was a hairstylist for years, so it's my forever love. But hairstylists, we have Chandrea Tucker. Chandrea Tucker is my personal hairstylist. When I'm rocking a real full weave, Chandrea is my go-to girl. She makes it look like something the Lord made. Then we have Tata. Anybody and everybody knows Tata. The amazing Edward Scissorhands is what most know him as. But Tata is one of the hairstylists. We have Toya, the stylist. A beast. In her own right. She's not just a stylist, she's a makeup artist. A woman of great wisdom and great knowledge. We have Sheikah, who is also on board. Sheikah Williams, who is an amazing stylist. She works for L'Oreal, My Black is Beautiful. And so she works the whole hair segment with the Essence Conference here in New Orleans. So we have those type of hairstylists that are working with us. But the makeup artist, this beat that I have today was done by Tiffany Terrell. She's going to be on the team. And I promise you, she's not just creative, she's a sweetheart, an absolute sweetheart. We have Rocky, the stylist, who gave you this amazing beat.
I love me some Rocky. I love me some Rocky, baby.
Yes. Rocky, Shatara was one of the first people to reach out to me and say, Pastor Fran, what can I do? I want to be a part. She's that kind of heart. What can I do? And so Rocky is going to be with us. Lestidra Welch is also going to be with us. Lestidra is my daughter Joy's. She's her mentor in makeup. And so Lestidra is going to beat faces like never before. Toya is bringing some makeup stylists from her salon. So the list is endless to hairstylists and makeup artists. People are calling every day asking, can they
be a part of it?
They want to be a part of what's going on. And now that we've opened the doors to men, I don't know how we're going to get them out. I just don't know. I just don't know. But it's going to be amazing. We have clothing. Lord have mercy. We have clothing designers. You have Darylis, who is an amazing clothing designer. Isis, and I'm calling them by their first names because this is how they're known. Amazing clothing designers. And we also have the vendors that have been vending with Fridays with Fran for the last 7 months. I believe in the law of reciprocation. It's not just what I can get, but it's what I can give. And so if God has given me this platform, I'm going to share it. I believe in these women. You and I know who this is. This is Gliss. Gliss Accessories. She's been with us for 7 months strong. She has beautiful, beautiful jewelry. It's great quality. I haven't had a piece that I've purchased from her that's tarnished. I haven't had a stone to fall out. And she's current. Look at this. Current. My name is Love. I am Love. But guess what? I got this from Gliss. Who put that on you?
My
this
necklace.
Right here.
This is from Lanez.
And what do we call her?
Lanez Closet. She is the brooch lady, baby.
The brooch lady, Miss Cece herself. Coco would have loved her, But guess what? She's going to be bringing her amazing pieces. White House collection. I'm wearing her boots today. She's providing shoes for the entire show. We have so many people that are bringing in garments just so we can make this vision come to life. It's not just what one person can do, but it's what a group of people can do to make this event successful.
Yeah, that is amazing,
Yeah.
Pastor Fran, that you know, the law of reciprocation, being able to bring these women on and to showcase everything that they have. Because the, you know, people who come here get to see it, you know, a few people on social media get to see it, but you are really creating a platform for their items to be shown and seen, you know, all over and purchased.
Surely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you're doing this not only because it's your birthday,
Right.
not only because you love fashion, but because you have Love 365, which is near and dear to your heart.
Surely.
And all of the proceeds are going to go to Love 365. Tell us why.
Oh, goodness. Love 365 is my absolute love. 5 years ago this November, God gave me a vision to help to change the face of homelessness. Why me? Choose somebody else. It wouldn't leave me. When you have purpose, when God has given you purpose for something, it just will not leave you. It will go to bed with you. It will wake up with you. Everywhere I went, I saw, I need food. I need $1 for food. Give me 50 cents for food. You know, it kept burning within. Love 365. Love 365, the name is a prophetic name. 365 days out of the year, okay? It's saying that we will show love and feed food or plates of love 365 days out of the year. So one day, every Tuesday, here in the city of New Orleans, we feed over 2,000 homeless and hungry people. But here is the thing. When I first started it, I started it in my garage. 50 plates, red beans out of my pantry, chicken out of my freezer, rice out of my cabinet, and bottles of water out of my pantry. Put it all together, got in my truck with 2 other women, Demi Miller and Mama Sandra, and we went to every red light and every stop sign that said, I need food or I need $1. Guess what we gave them? We gave them a hot, nutritious plate of food. Okay? And that's how it started. 5 years ago, 50 plates in my garage. Today, 2,000 plus. Work with an amazing team of people that dedicate their time and their service. They also have a passion and a burning desire to change the face of homelessness. So, though it is my birthday, though I love fashion, I also believe that we all can do something to put food in the bellies of those that are hungry every day and every night. And this is the thing that I tell my team, Shatara, when we're on the streets. We're not here to judge them. We're here to feed them. Because most people will say, he doesn't look homeless. She doesn't look homeless. But my question to them is this: what does homelessness look like? What does it look like? Because if you got $10, you can go into Salvation Army, okay? And you can sleep there at night and take a shower and brush your teeth and dress yourself and still be considered homeless. Because if you don't have an address, a physical address, you are considered homeless. So we're not here to judge, we're here to feed. And so my goal is to raise $20,000 on that night. Okay? And we are going to take the $20,000 and give to Love 365. Now, $20,000 can go real quickly.
Yeah.
Because Love 365 doesn't have any grant money. We are supported by in-kind donations solely. No grant money. So if somebody walks up and say, here's $20, guess what? That $20 goes towards feeding somebody. Doesn't go into anybody's pocket. It goes to making a difference for a person who has suffered hardship.
Amazing. That's amazing. So how did you put fashion and Love 365 together?
It's my 2 loves.
It's your 2 loves.
It's my 2 it's my 3 loves. My love for fashion, my love for empowering women or building women, and my love for changing the face of homelessness has now had a marriage. You know, and it's all coming together under one roof. So that's how it all came together.
That's how it all came
That's
together.
how it all came together. It's a benefit fashion show. You know, it's $25 to get here. If you can't pay the $25 when you come to the door, it's $35. But guess what? All of the proceeds, not a portion, all of the proceeds will go towards Love 365.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Pastor Fran, you are not only bridging the gap and giving an opportunity to for people and businesses all over, but you're teaching a lesson. You're teaching us how to give. You're teaching us how to, understand our worth, understand our value, know who we are. You're teaching us how to follow our purpose and to hear the voice of God and to move in the direction that God has called us. To understand that it's not about us, but it's about what we can give and what we can do for the community. And every month you do that. And, I was like, okay, so the fashion show, I was trying to figure out, what's the fashion show gonna do? How is it gonna, teach, she's been teaching all of these valuable lessons every month. Everybody think they have some sort of fashion. We all think we know how to dress. So I'm like, how is it gonna, benefit? But listening to you and hearing everything you say, it just all makes sense. Everything is tying together. You're not discrediting the fashion of anybody.
No.
You're showing us that with your fashion, with that fashionista that's deep down inside of you, here, look at it like this, or look at it like that. Let's bridge the gap and bring it together, So I'm so appreciative of this because now I can see what the purpose is. Like, I can see your why, your style, your fashion. You want to bring us into celebrating your birthday. You want to share your birthday with us. You know what I mean? And I'm just so grateful for that. So I already got a vision of an understanding of what's to come and what's your purpose behind doing this, And so I think everyone is going to really enjoy it.
I think so.
I think they're going to really love it.
I hope they will. I live by this. I live by my Bible. The Bible says, whatever you do unto the least of them, you do unto the Lord. So going out and serving people in our community is what I believe God has called me to do. And that's my work unto God. Coming here for Fridays with Fran and building women and empowering women and getting women to reclaim their voice and reclaim their position and know that they have a purpose. I believe that is my work unto the Lord. So every time I come bringing 100% of who I am, but always with the expectation of seeing change, seeing that aha moment, seeing the light bulb go off in the eyes or in the mind of some woman, always with the expectation of hearing someone say, that's exactly what I needed. I'm not a selfish woman by nature. I don't get selfish people. I don't quite understand it, because if God has gifted you with something, you shouldn't keep it to yourself. If I can tell you that Macy's has a sale, why can't I tell you that you're valuable? Why can't I tell you that you're beautiful? Why can't I tell you that I've identified a boss inside of you? I can tell you about certain things that may not prosper you, or things that may not cause you to grow. That's only going to live with you temporarily. But if I can give you nuggets that will change the course of your destiny, I'm here for it. You got what I'm saying? I'm solely here for it. And I don't think that I'm the expert in everything, but I believe that the things in which God has allowed me to go through in my lifetime, if I can use those struggles of my life to build a platform to stand on, to give me a greater voice, I say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, God, for everything, every affliction, everything that I thought was an embarrassment, everything that I thought was shame, everything that hurt me, every moment I felt rejected, every moment I felt ugly, every moment I felt isolated. Do you know I'm not the only person that has felt that way or will feel that way? You all have heard me say, at one time in my life, I did not like the sound of my own voice. But now that I know I'm valuable, I realize that I have a unique sound that the world needs to hear. I have a message that other people need to hear. You got me? Because I have a certain level of passion that maybe another person may not have. I'm not knocking on your passion, but please don't knock on mine.
Okay.
You got me? Because now I know that this raspy, squeaky, different kind of sound This is what God gave me. I don't get to trade this in. You know, there are two things that I don't have a decision in. One is my purpose and the other is my family. I don't get to choose my purpose and I don't get to choose my family. I chose my husband or he chose me. You know, I can choose to be friends with you. You can choose to be friends with me. But I don't get to choose my purpose in life. God chooses that.
Yes.
And I don't get to choose my family. God chose that.
Yeah.
You know, so since God chose this as my purpose. To be an influencer, guess what? I'm going to influence people in a positive way. My fashion influences people from my head down to my shoes. Okay? Influences people. And so I'll never say, if somebody says, who did your hair? Oh, but I don't want to share that with you. I rock this style because I love it, but also too to build Embra's brand as well. You know, because to me, Embrace Braids, she gives me what I want. The person that's braiding your hair, they give you what you want. You know, so you know, spread the wealth.
Yes, spread the wealth.
Spread the wealth.
So, Pastor, in closing, can you tell us? You said that Love 365 is strictly from in-kind donations. If there is any store or anybody that wants to donate to Love 365, if they want to donate money, if they want to bring food, is there a menu list that you guys have that people can say, you know what, this is what I'm bringing for this month. I want to make sure that you have what you need to feed for the month of September. You know, where could they go? What could they do? How can we get the word out for Love 365?
They can DM me, Fran M. Love, on social media. DM me, Fran M. Love, on social media. When you DM me, I am going to respond quickly to you and give you all of that pertinent information. Our meal is strictly very, very simple. Red beans, rice, and chicken, and a bottle of water. Real simple. It's the protein that the homeless people need. People that live on the street get injured all the time. Protein heals the body. So this is the wisdom of God. I didn't know this. God told me. I didn't know that either. God told me what the menu needed to be. Red beans, rice, and chicken. That's a meal that's packed with protein. After talking to a nurse, she said to me, when people live on the street, they are injured all the time. They are sick all the time. So when you provide them with a meal that is packed with protein, it helps the healing process in the body. That is the wisdom of the Father. I didn't know that. I probably would have put together a bowl of soup, some spaghettis and meatballs, some
bread,
lasagna,
salad.
Exactly.
Give them a little something, a little sweet cake.
No dessert. Red beans, rice, and chicken, and a bottle of water. And that's what we serve them every Tuesday for almost 5 years. The menu does not change. So if you want to help to support us, you can DM me, Fran M. Love, on social media. I will get back to you immediately and put you into the right hands.
Awesome.
And it's 501c3. So it is a tax write-off. Anything that you give to us, guess what? You can write it off on your taxes. Anything, if you decide to partner with Fridays with Fran, it is also a tax write-off.
Awesome. And so for people who has not registered yet, I don't know if you've seen my page, I don't know if you have seen Pastor Fran's page and her whole team, but it's all over the city. But if you have not seen it, and they need to register,
They need to register.
Let them know what to do to register.
If you have not registered and you need to register, you can text the word valuable to 72,000. That's 72000. Text the word valuable and follow the prompts. It's really easy to register. It's $25 for registration at this time. But if you say, listen, I just want to pay when I get to the door, it's $35 at the door. And there's a team of people that will serve you so that you can get into the venue real easily. And remember, Mia X is hosting with me too.
Okay.
So you're going to see the fashions of Mia X too.
Pastor, will there be vendors like there always is? You'll be able to buy food, you'll be able to buy you can purchase goods, you can purchase some of the things that people are wearing on the runway.
Everything that's going to be on the runway will be for sale. Especially like with London. All of London's garments are custom made. So you can go, if you want to buy it off the model, you can do it that night too. Or if you want to go to her table and say, listen, I love the jacket that I saw Pastor Fran wearing. She can custom make this jacket to fit you. But everything that's going to be on the runway will be here for purchase. From the clothing to the accessories to the shoes to the hats. Everything will be available for purchase, and we'll have food.
Yes, we all like food.
We all like food, yeah. And y'all know y'all eat in church anyway, so you'll be able to eat at Fridays with Fran. Don't let nobody stop you. Food is available for you.
Yes, food is available.
Yes.
Is there anything that you would like your guests to know? Anything that you would like the people to know about fashion, about Love 365, about your birthday?
About my birthday. Listen, I love you all. I mean, just with every fiber of my being. I can't say that there's a person that I dislike. You know, there may be some people that I don't agree with, but that's a difference of opinion. But I love you all. I love it that you've given me the opportunity to pour into your lives for the last 7 months. I love it that you fill this venue from month to month, waiting for whatever the subject matter is. If it's I have a purpose, if it's I am beautiful, if it's I am valuable. I love it that you've given me the opportunity or a front row seat to your personal growth. I love you, and I love what I have the opportunity to see happening in your life. But I am inviting you to come and celebrate with me. Though the fashion show is entitled It's My Style, it's not just the styles of Fran Love. It's the styles of Tata. It's the styles of Sheikah and Chandrea and Toya. It's the styles of Embrace Braids. It's the styles of all of the accessories and all of the hair and all of the makeup, the styles of Tiffany Terrell, the styles of Rocky and Lestidra. It's everybody having the opportunity to display their personal styles. It's the styles of Century Girl and Leah. It's the styles of London Documents. And so it's going to be a celebration, but a celebration with a different twist, a celebration with a different type of purpose. And the purpose for this celebration is to change the face of homelessness. I will not celebrate my birthday, never and ever, without doing something for someone that's less fortunate. Before you celebrate me, help me to change what's in the hearts of some people that feel like they're getting ready to give up. To change the outcome of a man, a woman, a family that feels like, you know what, this life is not worth living. Help me to put a smile on the face that has been frowned for years. Help me to put food in the belly of a child that went to sleep last night and a mother who went to sleep worried about where the next meal is coming from. Help me to change the face of homelessness. And we all can do it, one plate at a time. I'm not asking you to feed 2,000. I'm just asking you to help us with just a few. It takes $7 to feed one homeless person. So your $25 is going to help us to feed more than just one. So that's my message to you. It's not just about Fran Love. You know, it's not just about the clothes. It's not just about the hair. It's not just about the makeup. It's about those that cannot help themselves. Help us to change the face of homelessness. Please, sir. Please, ma'am. Someone is counting on your dollars. I love you.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Pastor Fran.
I love you
so much for believing in me and in my vision and helping me to birth out a new vision. The Shatari Experience, what we're doing is we're changing the narrative of media. And so we're going to be here, you know, having media coverage of the entire event. Yeah. So if you see me and I pull you to the side and say, hey, you know, and I ask you a few questions, don't be alarmed. Just go on ahead and answer them because we know you like the camera anyway, right?
You do, and you're going to be in your best fit anyway. So, you know, you might as well shine like the star that you are.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys. But I cannot wait to see you guys. I cannot wait to see your style and your fashion to come and celebrate with Pastor Fran for her style and her fashion show, her birthday. And so we are so excited, guys. We cannot wait to see you guys. Until next time, bye.
See you.